Okay, so it's 11.4. We're going to be writing inequalities. That's your standard, and your objective is to be able to use inequalities to represent real world constraints or conditions, okay? Or limitations, if you want to say it that way. So, two vocabulary words: inequality. We think about, like, for instance, injustice, not just. So, equality is the same and will be not the same. So, this is just a mathematical sentence that shows the relationship between two quantities that are not equal. So, we're used to, like, x equals 3. That's an equation. I'm sorry, in equation, yeah. So, but inequality will be something that is not so much equal to or has some constraints. Solutions of an inequality are basically any value of the variable that make the inequality true. So, for instance, if we end up with x is greater than -2, that means that x has to be -2 or something greater. So, -1, -0, 1, 2, 3, all the way to, like, infinity works for that. Okay. Okay, so let's go over the inequalities, the symbols, the meaning, the word phrases, and the graphing, all of that. So this is, I know these two you know, so the greater than symbol, and then the words that we use are more than or above, and then for graphing, for these two, we're gonna use open circles, so no dots anymore because the dots are like just x equals 5, so I will do a dot on 5. But this one is greater than 5, so I'm gonna open a circle. A 5, and then his greater than, so it's gonna go this way because numbers are getting bigger to the right side of the number line. So I'm gonna open circle of 5, and I'm gonna shade this way with the little arrow, meaning any number above 5 is gonna work as a solution for that. Okay, so it cannot be 5, but it can be like 5.1 or even 5.00, you know, 1. Anything greater than 5. Okay, the second one is less than, and we use lower than or below. So again, open circle, and I'm gonna shade to the left. Okay, because numbers are getting smaller. So numbers are getting smaller, they're getting lower to the left on the number line. So I'm gonna open a circle of 5, and I'm gonna shade to the left with an arrow just to show that anything less than 5 works. Not 5, but less than 5. The next one that we have is greater than or equal to. So I know for sure you've seen this, like I said. This one's, I don't know, I don't think you've been taught this before. But this little horizontal line makes it or equal to. So in this case, we use at least or no less than. So if I say you have to at least give me $5, that means you have to give me $5 or more. Okay, so this one, because the 5 is included, we're gonna close the circle because the 5 is included. Just like if I had x equals 5, that would be a dot that is solid, and because it's getting greater than, I'm gonna shade to the right. So in this case, I'm gonna shade here, and I'm gonna shade to the right. Okay, and then for the last one, less than or equal to. Okay, so most or no more than. Again, I'm gonna close circle, and it's gonna go to the left. So if I'm gonna close the circle, and I'm gonna go to the left, shade that way. Okay, so again, as you notice, these two are open circles. These two are closed circles because the number is actually included. So let's get to the writing and graphing inequalities. So, okay, so let's get over to how to solve inequalities and writing them and graphing them. So this one, it says the sum of y and 2 is greater than 5. So sum is addition, so y plus 2 is greater than 5. Okay, remember we have to solve this one. So I'm gonna do inverse operations. I'm gonna subtract 2 from each side, and end up with y is greater than 3. So to graph that, I'm gonna be at 3, and because it's greater, I'm gonna do open circle, and it's greater than is gonna go to the right. Okay, the 3 is actually not included. Here we go. The next one, temperature is below T, so that's just temperature is below, so that's less than T. Okay, so if I graph that at 5, I'm gonna open circle because 5 is not included, it's actually below, it's not 5, it's below 5. Open circle, and I'm gonna go to the left because those are where the numbers are getting smaller. Okay, the next one, the sum of 3 and x is greater or equal to 7. So sum is addition, so x plus 3 is greater or equal to 7. Again, I'm gonna have to do some kind of inverse operation there to get rid of that 3. So end up with x is greater than or equal to 4. So when I graph at 4, I'm gonna have closed circle because it can also be 4, and it's greater than, so I'm gonna shade to the right, and that will be my solution for that one. And lastly, we have Bakersfield temperature was at most 108 degrees Fahrenheit. I know that's not true. It can probably get higher than that. So we are going to do, so it says at most, so less than, right? Or equal to, so I'm going to say temperature less than or equal 108. And then, so when I graph at 108, I'm going to have a closed circle because it can also be 0.8 and it has less, so I'm going to shade to the left. Okay, so let me go ahead and give you a few to do, and then you're going to just write the inequalities for me. Okay, the first one you're going to tell me is, okay, so Anthony must score at least 85% on his test to pass this class, so give me the inequality that you can write to model that. Okay, and the second one you're going to do is, okay, and the second one you're going to model for me with an inequality using your symbols here is Catherine needs more than $15 to buy a chalk marker. Okay, God bless you, you're amazing, do not give up.